start the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Saw content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
Come on, Levelhead, why do you have to keep acting like I just clip people out of context or something? Well, let's get into this reaction.
Yeah, I think this is dope. It's doing well. I mean, especially when you look at, and I guess this is going to the next part of this conversation. When you look at the level of negativity that surrounded the launch of this system.
Levelhead, come on. It was not negativity. That was very healthy criticism. We all should have pushed back against an $80 game.
Some self-inflicted. We just got to be honest. $80 Mario Kart was I still think unnecessary.
Thank you, Levelhead. Thank you for finally coming towards the light. I am so proud. I think I'm rubbing off on you, to be honest.
We knew it was going to sell because it's Mario, and I know that's why Nintendo did it. So it is kind of, we just got to be honest, that's a little anti-consumer.
Oh, yes, it is. Levelhead, I am so proud of you. I am finally teaching you how to be pro-consumer. Now, you're going to tell me we're going to fight against Nintendo now, right?
Let's just be real. Let's not fake the funk here.
Fake the funk, huh? I don't know if I want to get into that one. I think that might have been before my time on that saying.
$450 system, which I don't think that was bad.
Could have been better. Still don't like how China got one cheaper.
With what it's offering you, I think that's very much fair to ask. But then you also got to consider that in Japan, it's a lot cheaper.
Yes, it is. Finally, a Nintendo fan is actually saying it. I'm not the only one. I've been screaming and crying for the last 2 months about that, and everyone was ignoring me on it. Thank you so much, Levelhead.
Than it is in the States, in other places.
This is
so
true.
They do have an incentive with the pricing over there. They made it very appealing with their pricing. I think it's like, it's almost like $379, $369, $379 over there.
It honestly goes ups and down because it all depends on how much the yen is worth, but I saw it get down all the way to $330 at one point.
In yen, it'd be considered, if we was paying what they was paying in yen, it'd be equivalent to $370 something.
Now that's a deal right there. You're telling me that many Americans or other people in the world wouldn't love to pay for one at that price?
So almost $70 less than what we paying. Then so that's a good incentive to get in. So which means they probably could sell it to us for that cheap too, Nintendo.
Oh, they could, but they won't. They need to use somebody to subsidize that gaming market over there, and that unfortunately is going to be us.
So with all that negative stuff, the question was, I saw a video, and I want to bring this into, and we give our takes on it. You know, with all the negative stuff that took place with the Switch 2 at launch.
Come on, Levelhead. It wasn't negativity. Say it with me. It was criticism. Nintendo brought that upon themselves.
And all the negative media blitz. Did the boycott work was a question, and we want to discuss. Is that are some making that determination too early that the boycott was a fail?
Oh, it was most definitely a fail. I wasn't trying to boycott the system. I was trying to boycott Mario Kart World being at $80, and unfortunately, that severely failed.
I'm gonna say the boycott isn't working. I'm gonna say it like that. But Nintendo still in that window of vulnerability. So let's not.
Oh, I agree. It did not work, and it's not going to work. Well, it could later on. You never know. But come on. This is the time for me, K-Bomb, Keith, and Levelhead. We should all come together, and we need to fight against the anti-consumership against Nintendo. What do you say? Let's come together.
And while it's selling great, let's not get too high-minded, fellow Nintendo fans. Let's not get overly high-minded. It's still in that sensitive window that, you know, you got a lot of fans that still are seeking and trying to find this system. So
I agree. Don't get too carried away because you never know. People got carried away with the Wii U most likely. Actually, I don't know if they did. But I'm going to guess in the beginning they're like, oh, the Wii U's going to do great. And look how that turned out.
It can realistically hit 10 million and fizzle out, which I doubt will happen. But
yeah, you never know. It could only sell 10 million, but only time's gonna tell. I don't personally think it will, but if they don't release massively amazing great games, then no, the system is not going to do well. It needs to make good games. That's all that's going to depend. And most likely, they're going to make some good games.
That could happen. So I don't want us going look overboard like we won. We winning.
Yes, you are. You guys don't really have any competition at the moment. I'm hoping Sony or Microsoft, well, I doubt Microsoft, but I'm hoping Sony steps up and creates some competition. And I don't want Nintendo to fail. I don't want Sony to fail. I want competition because it's good for all of us. We all win.
Enjoy it.
We are the champions.
That don't mean
my friend.
we out the water yet. We still, Nintendo's not treating us like,
hey man, whoever was singing that song, you got a career as a singer. Keep it going.
They have won and it's all over. They treating us like we gotta keep some things going. So we need games, which brings me to my next point.
Yes, you guys do, because unfortunately, the only game that we got right now from Nintendo is an overpriced, barely mid-game.
There's been a growing swell of conversation around. We kind of talked about this about 2 weeks ago about the launch lineup with the Switch 2.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the launch lineup was not great for a lot of gamers. Now, if you've only ever had a Switch 1, or if you're just brand new getting into gaming, yeah, the launch lineup isn't bad. You got a bunch of games that you can pick from when it comes to those third party. But a lot of people have already played those third parties, or a lot of people have another system that they can play them on. So if you have another system, or if you played them, it's not a reason to run out and go and buy the Switch. And they only have one major first party title that came out, and it happened to be an overpriced game that you could pretty much finish in 3 hours, and then there's nothing for you to play at the moment.
And was it light? What was the word we used for that?
I think the word you're looking for is lacking.
Yeah, was it light? So I put a post up, and then I started seeing others kind of with the same sentiment, which started a conversation between myself, Keith, and somewhat, I would say K-Bum kind of was just observing me and Keith going back and forth.
Why do I have a feeling that Keith was the one that said that it was lacking and Levelhead was the one that said that it wasn't? Because when that game came out, or that system launched, I don't remember you really saying too much, Levelhead, about it being lacking and not as much. You were overexcited when it came to Mario Kart World. You were very excited about Street Fighter 6. You were very excited about Cyberpunk 2077. So I'm curious to know which one was which.
I think K-Bone, you kind of engaged here and there, but you kind of just let us have this kind of conversation. Now, my thing was, okay, while I am enjoying my Switch 2, and I know somebody's going to try to take what I'm saying and twist it.
Why do I have a feeling you're directing this at me? I have never taken anything you guys said and twisted it. I have shown on what you guys say. And I link your guys' video in the description so people can go and fact check it. Don't try to act like that I twisted, because I know you're directing this at me, Levelhead.
I'm enjoying my Switch. I'm going to keep saying it. I am enjoying my Switch 2. I am enjoying my Switch 2. I'm enjoying my Switch 2. But I am noticing that.
Switch 2?
Yeah, I enjoy my Switch 2. I'm enjoying it a whole lot. You see all the games I played.
I don't know, Levelhead. I really don't know if you are enjoying it enough. I think you have to say it a few more times.
I'm really enjoying my Switch 2. And Mario Odyssey has, man, y'all better be, shoot, I wish I wouldn't have turned to that. Now I'm back in. But anyway.
Okay, I'm guessing that they must have cut out and then came back in or something, because all I did was I just edited out the long pause that was in between. So don't be coming at me here claiming that I'm cutting things out. Don't you do it there, Levelhead.
On that day, I had this kind of thought like, man, something is missing. And
I mean, a lot of people had that thought even before the thing launched. You were able to look at the launch lineup and tell what was missing. We all knew that Mario Kart World wasn't going to be this huge content type game. We all knew it wasn't going to have a story mode. Because if it would have had a story mode, then Nintendo did a poor job of marketing it, which they actually did, by the way, but that's time for another story. but there was no story mode. So how much time were you really going to get in that game? We all knew that it was lacking, and what it was lacking was a single player first party title from Nintendo. That's what it was lacking, a brand new one.
While I'm enjoying my Switch 2, there is something I want. So I was rummaging through the eShop. I'm like, what am I looking for? Why am I in the eShop? I got Street Fighters. I have Cyberpunk. I have Mario Kart World. I have all these games. I have Fusion. What am I looking for? Why am I here?
Come on, Levelhead, spit it out already. We ain't got all damn day. You know damn well what you're missing.
And I kept going back and looking at Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's the experience I want. And you know, I'm thinking that, and I don't know how you guys feel, and I won't keep me. I already know where Keith's going to take this.
I promise you, 99% of everybody is going to agree with you, Levelhead. It was missing a Donkey Kong type game. It didn't even have to be Donkey Kong. Could have been a Zelda, could have been a Mario game. What it was missing was a single player first party title from Nintendo. We all know it. The only ones that wouldn't sit here and agree with that are like the Harmon Smiths. If you don't know who that is, Levelhead, you are severely lucky.
There, I can see some of the sentiments with questioning if the system is light.
Come on, Levelhead. Let's use the correct words. It's not light, it's lacking.
Because the only true Switch 2 experience that can only be experienced on the Switch 2 right now is Mario Kart World.
I would also say Fast Fusion, but you could beat that game in 2 hours from what it says online. And with Mario Kart World, let's give it a little bit of credit. Instead of 3 hours, let's say 5 hours. You can unlock almost everything in that 5 hours. Now, if you want to count all those stickers, no, it might take you longer to do all the P switches, but they get repetitive and boring real quick.
Everything else, as great as it is, you can experience it elsewhere.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying this whole damn time. Now, Levelhead didn't say this, but I've been hearing from all these other fanboys saying, oh, but you can play it on the go. You haven't experienced Cyberpunk on the go, which technically you have if you ever have a Steam Deck, but that's besides the point. It don't matter. Most of us don't really care to experience the game all brand new again on another system. There are some people, but I ain't one of them.
I had Street Fighter 6 on my PlayStation 5. I've been had it. You know, I've been playing that. I didn't buy Split Fiction because I had Split.
I got Street Fighter 6 on Steam. Very good game, by the way. I still got to get Split Fiction, but I'm trying to get my wife into playing with me. Does anybody have any tips on how to get their spouse to play video games when they're not a gamer themselves? I need help.
I could have been played Cyberpunk. You know what I'm saying? So, and that Cyberpunk is not a game. I bought Cyberpunk to support Nintendo and CD Projekt Red because I saw them putting that much work into the game.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, even though I think $70 is a little too much for that one. If you guys can hold off and wait, I mean, though that game goes on sale all the time, so I guarantee you could find one cheaper than that, than what they're trying to make you pay $70 for. And for some reason, I don't understand why physical games, for some reason, get better deals than the digital copies when it comes to the platforms. From what I've seen, like PS5, Nintendo, I've seen some amazing deals when it comes to those damn physical cartridges. I don't know why.
I wanted to support that third-party title as well as Street Fighters. I saw how good it was, how much work they put into it. I wanted to support Capcom because I want Nintendo to have a thriving third-party.
Cyberpunk, you did good with Cyberpunk, Levelhead. Street Fighter 6, no. You do understand, you bought a game key card and code in the box, which is ridiculous. That's where Capcom did it wrong. That part you shouldn't have supported. I'm sorry to tell you, Levelhead, that one, no, you shouldn't have supported that. Now, if you didn't know beforehand, I'll cut you some slack.
Offering for my friend K-Bum can have third party and first party on the Switch 2 when he go. I want K-Bum to be able to feel at home with the Switch 2. I really do. That's how much I care about my friend.
Levelhead, come on. It sounds like you care more about Nintendo than you do your friend. He was doing perfectly fine on the PS5, if he's the one that's more the PS5 person.
You know, me and Keith, we good with first party, but K-Bum, he needs a reason to play his Switch 2, and third party is what he needs.
Levelhead, you know this. You have been a Nintendo fan for how long? Third party is not going to make people run out and buy a Switch 2. Nintendo has never been known for major third-party support. The last time they got it, I believe, was back on the Super Nintendo. They barely got any with the N64, the GameCube, the Wii U. Well, the first year they actually quite a bit did, just like the Switch. But that's all besides the point. They are not known for it. So this is not going to be the platform that people are going to run out and be like, oh, I need to have the AAA support. People get the Nintendo platforms to play the first-party titles. If K-Bomb does not like the first-party titles, then he wasted his money, most likely.
I bought those two games for that reason, but I'm enjoying Street Fighters, don't get me wrong. But those are pick-up, put-down games. And I came to realize so is Mario Kart. Mario Kart is a pick-up, put-down game.
A overpriced, barely even a mid-type game. Pick-up and put-down type game. Let's get it correct, Levelhead.
It's not Breath of the Wild. And you heard a lot of people crying about where is the Breath of the Wild? Where is Mario? And we didn't think DK Bonanza was that. So...
well, that's what I was saying this whole damn time, but I was getting called a Nintendo hater. I was told be happy.
When I got to thinking about that, I was like, man, yeah, this could be considered a little light.
Not little and not light. It's overly lacking.
But yeah, I'm not going to front. Y'all know the Live and Level Gamers podcast, we are honest.
Hey, I will give you that one. Yes, you are honest. Even though he's afraid to have a conversation with me. He thinks it's going to be nothing but drama. You watched my damn debates, Levelhead. I don't sit here and bring drama.
To a default. Sometimes y'all shouldn't even know we this honest. We try to be neutral. We all have our biases.
Oh, yes, you do. Trust me. We all know you have your biases, Levelhead. I've reacted to enough of your stuff.
Yes, I love Nintendo. I've been a fan of Nintendo since the NES.
I was a fan of Nintendo only for the Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, and Switch.
First time I played it, seeing Mario Kart, I was hooked. Mario, I was hooked. I've been a Nintendo fan, but I had to die to the whole console war stuff. But I still have a bias to Nintendo.
Yes, you do. And let's just all end the whole console war. The console war isn't good. It's over with. Now we need to move on to the software wars.
But I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Here you go. Here you go. I know who finna take this and run with it. So I'm gonna give it to you. Here you go. Here laid out on a silver platter, Angry Vigilante. Here you go.
Thank you so much. And thank you for saying my name. You made me feel so special.
Yes. I was looking for something and I'm realizing it's not here yet.
Thank you, Levelhead. Is it so hard for you to say? Is it so hard for you to hold Nintendo accountable? Now, let's step forward and let's end the $80 game for Nintendo, okay? How about it?
And those who feel that way, I think there's a legitimate reason to feel that way.
Oh, yes, there is.
That don't mean I'm not enjoying my Switch, Angry Vigilante. And make sure you play this.
I don't know if I should. Do you think I should leave the rest of it in there? Do you really think I should play this? Let's see.
When you do your video, if you do it, play all what I'm saying. But yes, I kind of felt it the other day like, okay, yeah, I am ready for a sizzle wheel. I'm ready to see what's coming. And of course, BK, Bonanza.
Levelhead, we were ready for all that a month before the system even came out.
Scratch that itch for me. I just can't wait till the 17th. But I feel like Nintendo needs to start showing what's next.
They needed to show that like 2 months ago, Levelhead.
And I know that may be like, man, that's that microwave mentality. Yeah, it kind of is, but it's unique in this sense. We do only have one actual Switch 2 title.
Which is overpriced and mid as fuck.
And I'm just going to be honest about that. We only have really one. Everything else, even if you go into your back catalog, you had all this time.
Oh, very true. You know, but even though I have been told this, Levelhead, before, not by you, but by other Nintendo fan people, whatever you want to call them. I call them fanboys or fangirls, but whatever, they can get over it. I've been told like, oh, you got more than just what that lineup. You got the whole Switch 1 catalog you can play. I am not going to congratulate Nintendo on doing something that is the bare minimum. Backwards compatibility is the bare minimum for a system to do.
And I think that's a fair feeling if you want to experience Switch 2 and what Switch 2 can do. A lot of these titles, yeah, it's just Mario Kart. And so anyway, let me shut up. Keith, the floor is yours.
Oh, come on, Levelhead. You got plenty more to say. You always have more to say. Because then you'll be like down in the comment like, oh, you didn't play the whole thing. Hey, I can only make these videos so long here. I got other stuff I got to do too.
The open world probably could have incorporated a storyline and some, even if it was just a cheap storyline, it's something. And some boss battles, like maybe you got to race Luigi.
Oh, that's what I said, but I was told like, oh, you should just be happy. You can go online, play multiplayer. It has plenty of content. Now, you didn't tell me that, but I was saying all this in the beginning, and I was treated like I was a crazy Nintendo hater.
Around this thing, and you got to beat him, and then you got to go, and Peach got her own challenge for you with her, and you got to fight, until you get to the top, and you know, something like that, where...
See, now that's exactly what you should have got. Well, actually, what I think you should have got was brand new characters that they just created. Didn't have to be extravagant characters, but have some boss battles where, you know, they brought everybody together. You have to race them and take them down, so on and so forth. Do something like that. It isn't going to be a very in-depth type of story, but at least had a basic story. Come on.
You got a storyline in the game, and then I'm going to concede here as well. I'm going to concede here. Me and K-Bum had a back and forth over the very thing he was talking about. And I never disagreed with K-Bum. The only part I pushed back on was, therefore, it's inferior. I felt like you were saying Mario is inferior. But But outside of that.
Oh, I'll say it for you. Oh, yes, Mario Kart World is inferior. Very much so.
Listening to you tonight, I like what you were saying. I agree with you. They could Splatoon it up, so to speak, with all the different ways Splatoon adds.
If that's your reference, then yeah, that's fine.
I'm saying because that's how Nintendo would do it.
No, I get it.
You know how they have Splatfest and all that type of stuff?
I think they should have done what they did with Super Smash Brothers. If they were able to find a way to make a story in that one, they could have done it for this one too.
That'd be dope to incorporate some of that stuff. Because I tried out a few of the Splatfest and the themed where you had the Ninja Turtles, you had Pizza versus Hamburger, you had you're right. You were absolutely right.
I got no opinion on that. I've never played Splatoon.
And Keith, I know me and you went back and I said it's Mario Kart is the biggest, and it is. But Mario Kart is meant to be played a certain way.
Oh, it is, but it still doesn't excuse the overpriced game with the lack of content it comes with.
And I think Nintendo know that. I think that's why Bonanza is so close. So technically, if I be honest, it hasn't been that long. You know, it really hasn't. Because we literally just got to Switch, 3 weeks ago, and Bonanza is literally a week and a half out.
It's still too damn long when the lineup was lacking.
So technically, there's really nothing to complain about, but the sentiments, and I think this is where Nintendo missed it.
Levelhead, stop backtracking. There is plenty of room to complain. And now it's time to read off the members of the channel. We got Koros Objective, Maximilian Pegasus 88, Madfox 99, Watari, Shade Milkman, Oh No Is Justin, Brian Payne, Jay Wesby 65, Andy Riggs, Sea Stars Pipluff. Thank you so much for becoming part of the crew. And if you truly enjoy this content, why don't you think about becoming a member? It's only $1 a month. You get special kind of badges, you get special kind of emotes, and at the end of all my videos, I will sit here and shout out all my members until it becomes too long, and then it'll be turned into a credit roll. So that's going to be it for my reaction. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay vigilant.
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're hard.